cloud. Okay, so we are here today. We're going to have a interview for multicultural foods, and this is for my fall 2025 multicultural foods class. And so with me today is Mieza, and we're going to let Mieza introduce himself, tell us where he's from, and maybe where he's living now and what he's doing.
Okay, thanks for having me today, Tibretta. So my name is Mieza Andoh. I'm from Ghana, country in the West African region. I'm currently living in Atlanta, and I am an auditor working with Deloitte at the moment.
Great. So let's just dig right in here. So you're from Ghana. So
Mhm.
tell me, do you eat foods that are indigenous to your culture?
Yes, I do eat foods that are indigenous to my culture because they are not only delicious, but also a big part of my identity and connection to home. I've been in the US since 2022, so yeah, technically 3 years now, and I haven't been home since I left. So eating my indigenous food or food that is indigenous to my culture is very important to me and my identity as it kind of links me back home. Uh, also, and then some of the traditional Ghanaian foods that I do eat a lot is the jollof rice. This is a spiced tomato rice dish. I do eat the banku and tilapia. That's a fermented corn and cassava dough served with grilled chicken or fish. I eat fufu and light soup. That's what I had last night, and that's what I'm about to prepare this
Mhm.
afternoon too. It's pounded cassava and then plantain, which is served with soup, and then any protein of your choice. And then we do also have kenke, which comes with fried fish and pepper sauce. And then another favorite of mine is the wache, which is what you will call the rice and peas from Jamaica, very similar to that dish as well.
Okay. So then you've kind of talked a little bit about your eating habits, but let me just ask this question. Do you have any eating habits or rituals that are specific to your culture? And we already know there is, and then describe those to me.
Yes, and so yes, we do have eating habits and then which are very specific to our culture, which I didn't see I don't see commonly in the US since I've been here. Uh, but yeah, so in the Ghanaian culture, meals are often shared in a common bowl where families and friends we all gather to eat from the same bowl. So we do, eat from one bowl. It is not mandatory to do that, but it was kind of how we grew up eating as families and then as community. And then this really symbolizes unity and togetherness in our culture. And traditionally, we do eat with our right hand. We never eat with our left. So
Well, that's
we do eat with our right hand, but never with the left. And then as because we do see that the right hand is considered clean and respectful in our culture. So before eating, we often wash our hands in a bowl of water or under running tap. And then elders usually are served first out of respect before the younger generation do go for their turn.
so I find the eating with the right hand pretty interesting because, and I think you know this, I'm left-handed
Right.
here. So
Uh,
naturally, now, like if I was to use utensils, and I don't know how you guys eat from the same bowl, but if I
mhm.
was to eat with a utensil, I mean, luckily I can eat with either one, I'm comfortable, but I would probably reach for that left. So then if I was in your country,
So
it
my
would not
my
be very good for me.
so my brother is also left-handed. It is, sort of a culture thing that maybe growing up it will be imbibed in you as you're growing up, but it's not, something that they do like frown on too much, but just how we are used to. So even with my brother being left-handed. growing up, he does everything with his left, but eating he eats with his right. So he was kind of trained that way.
So describe to me eating out of the same bowl. So we're your family and my family is around this bowl. I mean, I don't know. I'm assuming it's huge. I don't know. So what are we using to dip out the food? Or describe that to me. Is it
So
like,
to describe eating from the same bowl, this can be any bowl, like a normal bowl that we do eat from, or plates that we do eat from in the US, also ceramic bowls. We do have special bowls that are made locally. We call one the earthenware bowl. Yeah, I do have one. I don't know if I can grab to show you, but
no,
I do
that's
have.
fine.
So I can grab it?
If you want to, yeah.
Yeah, give me
If
one
you
second.
know, if it's right there.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so we have a little break in this video. Let's as he grabs the bowl for us to look at. As the professor is going to be watching this, she's going to be like, "What's going on?" And
Oh
he's
yeah.
back.
And I'm back. So this is what we call the earthenware bowl. This is made out of clay. I don't know how ceramics are made, but I do think ceramics are also made out of clay or sand,
Mhm.
soil, sort of the same thing, and then they heat it up to make it stay together. So it is literally a normal bowl, and then once I drop it, it's going to break because it's clay. So out of it,
Okay.
so yeah, we do have this, and then this is what we usually eat our fufu. Not the rice dishes. Rice dishes we do eat them on the plate, but
Mm-hmm.
with the swallows and then the balls with the
Mm-hmm.
soup. Yeah, we do eat
Okay.
them in this. It's not mandatory to do that, but as I said, I haven't been home in like 3 years now, so sort of imbibing their culture in me and then making me understand and remember where I'm from and the togetherness culture. I got this from an African shop here in Atlanta that
Oh,
I do
really?
eat in
So
sometimes.
then
So
again, is it a utensil or what are we using?
so for some dishes, we do it with utensils, fork,
Mm-hmm.
knife, spoon, whichever one you want to use. But for certain dishes, you can decide to eat with utensils, but for specific dishes like the fufu with the light soup, or the banku with the tilapia, and then the kinky with the fried fish, we do it with our hands.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, we eat with our hands. So that is
Okay.
a common thing in Ghana.
Okay. Well, take care of that bowl.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Okay. So just okay. So define to me and describe the most important or most celebrated holiday of Ghanaian culture.
I don't know if this will surprise you, but the most celebrated holiday in Ghana is Christmas.
Okay.
Yeah.
That does
Most
surprise me a little bit.
right, yeah. More so because most of the Ghanaian population are Christians. We are very religious as Ghanaians, and yeah, not that everybody's Christian, but we do respect each individual uh religious bodies in the country, both traditional to Islamic to Christian and all the other
Mhm.
regions that are not just coming readily to mind. Um, but the most celebrated one is Christmas, more so because families get to get extended breaks, and then that is sort of nationally recognized as holiday season. So
Mhm.
it makes almost everybody celebrate Christmas. And during that time, it's not only a religious celebration, but it's also a time for family gatherings, sharing of food, and showing hospitality. Hospitality is something very keen in the Ghanaian culture when we are growing up. And then in that time too, we do serve our traditional dishes like the jollof rice and the fried chicken, all that we've mentioned or talked about earlier. And then people use that time to visit relatives and neighbors. We do so on the 26th. Growing up, I was used to this. We call it the Boxing Day.
Mhm.
So this I don't know because I don't know. In my mind, I'm just explaining what I think we
Mhm.
misunderstood boxing of the unboxing. the boxes from the Christmas tree as
Oh,
Boxing Day. So how we do our Boxing Day, we do call it Boxing Day as in like, like a boxing,
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
but it's an exchange of gifts. So
Okay.
families prepare food and then gifts as well, but then mainly food. And then we do exchange the meals with our neighbors and people in the family and then in our communities as well. And then growing up, I do remember that on Christmas 25th, 26th, they do throw parties for, the community. So in Ghana, it's not mainly so the small families, but also the neighbors, the relatives, our extended family, and then mainly the communities.
Mm-hmm.
So
Hmm.
that's what we do during the Christmas, where we exchange food, and then we do celebrate it with music and dancing. But also, because we are very traditional in our culture, we do have other celebrated holidays. Uh, and the major ones that I know of is the Homo, which is celebrated by, so in Ghana, we do have tribes and clans. So that is celebrated by the Ga people, which is a tribe in Ghana. And then it commemorates the end of a famine, and it involves eating a local dish called pokpoi and a special traditional meal.
So when is that celebrated? Like what month or
I'm not from that clan, so I don't know
okay.
the
So
day
each
or the
clan
season.
has a different
Their
date
own
or month that they,
festivals. Yeah.
okay, got
Yeah.
it. Okay, that's pretty cool. So then tell me, within your food culture, tell me what's considered most disrespectful, which I'm thinking eating with my left hand,
Got it.
but what truly is?
Yeah, that's it.
Is it really? Okay.
Yeah, because eating with the left hand for the longest time was considered disrespectful,
Hmm.
you know.
I'll remember
Just
that when I come to your wedding, not to eat with my left hand. And I'll have to
yeah,
tell Jimmy too.
just so we associate the left hand with unclean
Okay.
activities. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So that is the mindset or intuition
Hmm. Okay.
associated with that. Yeah, but with the rise of, I mean, for the dishes that you would share with people, that's if
Hmm.
you're eating with someone, then definitely you would have to use the right hand out of respect, but after washing it, obviously. But if you're eating alone, nobody really cares if you're
Hmm.
using your left or your right hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then let's flip that a little bit. What's considered most respectful in your food culture? Eating with
I
the right
think,
hand.
right. Yeah, that is what I can think of at the moment, but yeah, that is the most respectful act, I would say, in our food culture, and also um, when there's eating in a group setting,
Hmm.
not rushing through the food, because when you're eating with someone, you have to be respectful that everybody has to, have a bite and don't
Hmm.
just eat too quickly, and then also ensuring or giving respect to the elderly and having them go for their food first before you go for yours, in
I
case
see.
you're having a buffet style kind of food.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to ask you a couple of questions that I did not send to you ahead of time. And I
Okay.
promise I think it's pretty simple, but you may have to think for just a minute.
No
So
problem.
I want to ask I switched these around a bit. So in your culture, so I guess in your culture, or if I was back in Ghana,
Mhm.
who in the household typically does the cooking?
My mom.
Your mom. So is
Yeah.
that across the whole Ghanaian culture? Is it
Yeah,
typically the mother?
I'd say across all tribes and clans, yes, all ethnic groups in Ghana, I'd say the woman does majority of the cooking. Growing up personally, which I can talk for my family, it was mainly the case because growing up the man is the provider of the house, usually does the more tedious work or the work that brings more money, and then the woman does not too much of work so that it frees some time off her schedule or plate to be able to cater for the family. So it made it look like originally that's how we saw it growing up. But given now that there's so in Ghana now education is free all the way to high school. And then universities are almost partially free. So given now that most females going to school and
Mhm.
attaining great degrees out there, it's kind of changed the dynamics now. And then the Gen Zs also are, changing the culture here and there. But
Yeah.
I think that was what I did see growing up. And then
Okay.
when we're children too, uh, they used to call us to the kitchen when my mom is cooking to help out with one thing or two. So this same bowl here,
Mhm.
it has um other uses. So before the no, so we do have blenders, but not everything is blended using the blender. So we have this thing here that you can put your peppers and tomatoes, and if you
Mhm.
want to
Mhm.
blend it, you just crush them gradually. So when
Okay.
the my mom is cooking or the woman is cooking, they sometimes call their little ones or the children to help out with
Mhm.
these small,
Mm.
small, and then in that process, you are also learning how to cook.
So tell me, what's the average household number, like with the parents and the kids? Like just a rough average.
I would say five would be a good average.
Okay, so a little bit different than America.
Yeah.
Current, what I would consider people that a little bit younger than me having children have maybe two or so on average.
Yeah, that would be, this is just a rough estimate but that would be the number of like man, woman with their children number.
Mm-hmm.
But in Ghana too, we do live with our families. Growing up, I used to always see another person from my mom's family or my dad's
Mm-hmm.
family living with us, you know, one
So you
time.
had
So
extended family.
so yeah, in the household you probably have like seven-ish kind of number of people living
That's a
in
lot
that
to cook
household.
for.
Oh yeah, it is. It is for sure. Yeah.
Okay, so here's my last main uh, question. So I guess is there a specific food or dish that's meaningful to you, or maybe it's something that since you're in America now and have been for 3 years, is there like a certain dish that either you now like to cook, because I'm guessing you've learned to cook, that brings back some sort of memory or something that's very special to you in your culture?
Yeah. Do you mean American dish or Ghanaian food?
No, Ghanaian food.
I would
But
say,
something that you maybe have while you've been having while you live in the US,
mhm.
that's specifically Ghanaian food that gives you like the warm feels of home.
I'd say almost every Ghanaian food, actually. Yeah. So, yeah, I think almost every Ghanaian food, mainly so, especially in the seasons where you've had to substitute for a long while and you finally like get to put your hands on one, it really
Mhm.
brings that nostalgia and then the connection back home. So
Okay.
regardless of whatever food it is, I think mostly when, you've had a lot of burgers and mac and cheese and and then you get to put your hands in some soup. It
Yeah.
does feel different, the texture wise, the
Okay.
taste, the spice level. It's a big difference from the usual American food and other continental dishes that I've been exposed
Okay.
to.
Okay. So then one other thing, thanks again for joining me, but is there
Mhm.
anything you'd like others to know that may watch this? Because I didn't tell you this is supposed to go on YouTube. So, but is there anything else, if others would come across this video, uh, that you want to share or would like us to know that you've not included currently, here in this video about your food culture?
Yeah, so I'll definitely say anyone out there who hasn't tried any Ghanaian food, any African dish, isn't exposed to the Ghanaian culture. First of all, get your passports, fly out down to Ghana, celebrate the Christmas in Ghana, enjoy the motherland. It's a beautiful place, lots of hospitality, good connections, and then good touristy things to see once you're down there, or even here in the US to try some Ghanaian foods. We do have a lot of Ghanaian restaurants that are being open all around the states. So try some Ghanaian foods. There's a banter on social media going on that people do say that Nigerian jollof is better than Ghanaian jollof. And we Ghanaians also think ours is the best. Undoubtedly, Ghanaian jollof is the best. So I think anyone watching this video, that debate is settled. Thank you so much.
Okay. Well, I can tell you, I do like the fried chicken because you brought me some one time.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I was pleasantly surprised how much I enjoyed that and how you told me it was prepared because it was definitely prepared much differently than
Hmm.
fried chicken in the United States.
Yeah, yeah. We season it and then
Yeah.
let it marinate overnight.
Yeah.
Not all the time, but yeah, mostly that time.
Yeah. So that was really good. Okay. So that's all we have. And I'm going to stop our recording now. But thanks again for joining.
Thank you.